Brent, good to see you. Today we are talking through 3 strategies to minimize your Social Security taxes. Many retirees are surprised to learn that above a certain income, Social Security is taxed. And in retirement, it's important to know how all your income streams will be taxed and, of course, how to mitigate those taxes. So let's start with the basics. How are Social Security taxes calculated?
So Social Security it's going to be calculated based on your other income sources. And this is a nice little visual that shows that if you're married filing jointly under 32,000 per year, so let's say your Social Security is 28,000, you don't pay a penny. But as that number goes up, you can see that they do start to tax a portion of your Social Security. So it's very important to have a plan in place how and when you're going to draw and what other sources you're going to use to make sure that you don't pay Uncle Sam more than you need to.
And of course, this is based on your provisional income. So Brent, walk us through what makes up your provisional income.
So big ones are pensions, distributions from IRAs, 401ks, and the such. Some that people don't really understand, but also 1099 income that also plays into there, and then rental income as well. And so they look at all these different sources, and then they determine how much of your Social Security you're going to have to pay taxes on.
Okay, so now let's walk through the 3 strategies to reduce your taxable income. And the first one is to consider converting your tax deferred accounts to Roth accounts because they are some of your biggest liabilities.
Yeah, this is a perfect example of the people who I've heard say, you know what, Brent, well, I need a financial advisor when I retire. Well, actually, it's a good idea to come in and see us well before you retire because this is some of the income planning we can do. So if you wait until you draw Social Security, start pulling from a 401k or an IRA, that bumps up your taxable income, and then boom, now you're paying higher taxes. But there's often strategies we can put in place, while you're still working to convert some of those pre-tax dollars to Roth. Now, if you start drawing on Roth, that's not part of your provisional income. And so Social Security says we don't even look at that. And then hopefully that'll help you with your tax bill, coming from Social Security.
Absolutely. And the second strategy, consider shifting your income investments. Some investments generate taxable income, others are non-taxable.
Yeah, and so without going too far into the weeds, what I like to say is 2022 was a very weird year, and we saw a lot of mutual funds and brokerage accounts kick out very large capital gains. And so what that is that's taxable to the people who own those mutual funds. So our clients had no say in that. They just received that. And that was something that if you plan for it, you can have certain investments in place that aren't going to generate those kind of taxable burdens. And then that's going to be something that'll help you with the Social Security taxes as well.
And the third strategy seems straightforward, but I know it's more complicated than that. Delay claiming your Social Security benefits.
So this is something we specialize in. Kim's got some accreditation on it. We come up with a Social Security plan for every single client. So a lot of people say, oh, you need to wait until age 70. That's when you need to start drawing on that because that's when you're going to get the most money. Everybody's situation is different and everybody should have that analysis ran. So yeah, sometimes it makes sense to delay, but sometimes it makes sense to take it earlier. That's why you need to put a plan in place.
It really is. There's so many permutations that go into that. So I know that, again, you specialize in it. I'm glad that we were able to talk these strategies through because, like you said, proactive planning is key. So if somebody wants to talk these through with you, Brent, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yep, 614-430-8383. That will get you on our calendar, or you can go to young-wm.com and then go ahead and sign up. We'll reach out and get you on the schedule.
Okay, Brent, thank you.
Thank you.